Hey guys, I'm RozaldVaneGAME. Welcome back to another episode of the Silver Case. Where we last left off was that we basically, started Tokio Morishima's another part of his life again. In the last episode, we were basically waking up to a bunch of construction sites, and basically we went through the motions and waves of the construction site sounds. But at the same time, it looks like Tokio is researching and trying to dig deep into whoever the bat is, and it seems like all we got so far is riddles out of the bat. And I think we solved the first riddle answer, I think, in the last episode at the end there. At the same time, I think we also, what else we did? I think we also tried to get helped over the sort of riddle stuff, but otherwise, let's get going. I mean, there's not much going on. It's just me just following in on the story of Tokio. Oh, there's Kipple. Wait, why are we going to the DNet and not on the DNet rather than the Kipple email that we sent out for? To Tokio Morishima, news update, new virus Festa. Oh yeah, that's the email they keep talking about, or the virus that keeps being mentioned in the early parts of Tokio's playthrough, or at least his sort of case, I guess? I don't know. If you receive an email titled Festa, please do not open it. If opened, Easter.exe will be activated, wiping everything from your hard disk. Oof. So please share this text with as many people as possible. This is a new self-propagating virus, and according to AOR, which I don't know what that is stand for, it is not only very dangerous, but there is currently no way to deal with it. Please share this with as much people, or as many people who access the internet as possible. If anything, back up your data. That's what I would do. But I mean, back in the old days in 1999, I think backing up data is such an expensive task that I don't think it's possible for anyone to actually ever back up any data, unless they have a lot of money, or they're smart about they're smart and they invented or created their own backup machine somehow. Anyways, Junk Kipple to Tokio Morishima, subject parade. If you get them all figured out, I'll tell you a fairy tale. Oh, this sounds like... So, the bat is potentially Sumio. Because Sumio seems to always talk about fairy tales in our case. When we did parade with him. And he was very fond of the fairy tale thing. So I'm assuming that Tokio is getting wrapped around to Sumio's finger, because he never met Sumio, actually. He never personally met Sumio. He only heard him by name through Tetsu, but Tetsu never really said much beyond that, I guess. Or never said much about his partner by name, of course. After this, I'll answer your first question about what I'm trying to do and who I am. A fairy tale. What a frickin' dickhead. From Tokio Morishima to Erika Yukawa. Subject about the bat. Remember when our chat at Scoba got disrupted? About the time of the Kamui case? Around the time of the Kamui case. You got dropped from the net and couldn't get back in. When that happened, some guy replaced you and interrupted our chat. That guy's handle name was the Bat. He started talking to me suddenly and told me to look into Kamui. For some reason, he also knew about Babylon. But if it was Sumio, why would he be aligning himself to Kamui so easily like that? I mean, a part of me felt like when we ourselves as our character and Sumio went to chase after the girl that Kamui knocked up. I guess that's the only, impregnate is the more scientifically straightforward term of it. I think it was Ayame, I think is the lady's name again. Yeah, when we were chasing after Ayame, maybe Sumio got brainwashed by Kamui's influence through Ayame. I feel like Ayame is kind of like a middleman to Kamui's influence a little bit there when we were chasing after them. But it's surprising enough because we were not involved or influenced in a way that Sumio probably was. But that's my assumption. But I might be wrong. I may be wrong. I'm just taking guesses here. I'm jabbing at whatever I can think of, depending on what we see so far. So I hired a certain net detective to find his email address for me. I mailed him and got that weird riddle email. Figured out the first one. I also figured out how to solve it. probably. It's from some old Mother Goose thing, you know Mother Goose. With the right materials, the remaining 3 should be solvable, too. Feel like getting together to solve some riddles. Oh, feel like getting together to solve some riddles? Get back to me. Let's hook up and win that trip to Hawaii. Okay, that's a strange way of putting it. Alright, let's see what's today's word. Today's word! Remnants from the eye of a demon. Even the most thorough searcher sometimes overlooks things. I am one of those sometimes. I am sometimes one of those people who just overlook things by accident, not meaning to do it. Sometimes, I guess it's because my brain plays tricks on me nowadays. Like, it's weird because nowadays it's like, or like in this time of recording, I guess, my brain sometimes like plays tricks on me every now and then. Like, I sometimes doubt myself too, so it's like, sometimes I'm like, I'm sure, I'm very, very sure, but then I had to double check it, and then triple check it, and then quadruple check it, and I'm like, I swear it's right. I swear it's right. I know it's right. I've written it right. And then the next thing I know, like, when I send it, I was like, did I really actually send it with the right way I wanted it to be intentionally? So sometimes I have that regret when I type something online, because I know wording is important, and I know style of, like, typing it all out is much more important. For me, speaking is easy, but for me, typing, it takes me so much time to just think about it so thoroughly that I have to, like, make sure it's all right. And if I make a mistake, I feel sad. I feel depressed, and it's like, I didn't mean to say it in a harsh tone, or sometimes I just, it sounds harsh in words, but it's actually different when I accentuate it with how I say it sometimes. Anyways, the noise is finally gone. Looks like the construction is finally finished. Imagine the construction continues the next day. I'd be laughing as hell if that's the case. Apricot Square. This is the first that we've... Oh no, this is the park. So this is where we're gonna meet Erica, I'm guessing. I like the sort of like sad music going on in the background a little bit. Oh, it's the same image with Erica again. Wait, who's speaking here? Was it... Is it Tokio or Erica? I don't even know. I think Erica would never reference herself as a third person, so it's kind of weird because Tokio kind of... Oh, maybe Tokio's just relaying the memory of it. Erica called me right away, and we met up in the park at my building. She bought a Mother Goose book. We put the book and the mail in the bag together and started looking for the answers to this little game. Without titles, it was hard to search them out, but this is what the first one is based on? Hints minks. The old witch winks. The fat begins to fry. There's nobody home but Jumping Joan, father, mother, and I. Stick, stock, stone dead, blind man can't see. Every knave will have a slave. You or I must he be. What a effed up poem. So, here's the riddle. At the last moment, an intrusion. An old witch, a wink. Old fries, nobody's there. Just Joan the slut. Dad, mom, yourself, a stick, a log, a stone, dead. Made a slave by the bad guy. It's gotta be you or me. Who's missing? The blind man is missing. So, literally the blind man. Even that bartender knew this rhyme. That dude's surprising. Maybe he really likes Mother Goose? I wonder. He does seem a bit weird. So next is this one. Old Mother Twitchit likes kisses. She turns over her long tail and with one eye stares. Give her a kiss on her cute little mouth. As thanks, she'll share her tail. I've heard that before. Really? Old Mother Twitchit, right? Yeah. Hold on. Oh, I'm waiting. Okay, so Old Mother Twitchit was... Ah, here it is. It's from this poem. Look. What was the question again? Who is Old Mother Twitchit? Ah, I see. What is it? The direct translation of the original poem says this. Old Mother Twitchit has one eye. Each time she turns her long tail over and jumps a spot, she leaves part of her tail behind. What the hell does that mean? The poem itself is a riddle. A riddle, huh? Listen. One eye leaves its tail behind. Therefore, Old Mother Twitchit is... Huh? A needle and thread. A needle and thread? So what about the question? I don't know, but it looks like it means that a needle kisses thread. What a crap kind of kiss is that? Let's leave that for now. The answer is for number 2 is needle and thread. What's next? Here's the third one. There was a crazy family riding a crazy horse running like crazy. Where did they go to? A crazy family? There's gotta be a poem with a crazy family and a crazy horse somewhere. Another effed up poem. Quit complaining and search for it. Whatever. I can't find it. Me neither. Wait, hold on. Waiting. It must be this. Which one? It's a bit long. Really? There was a crooked man who had a crooked wife. They lived in a crooked town. They had 3 crooked children, and they were all crooked. This poem sounds familiar, actually. I guess the crooked man thing is like I think it was an RPG Maker game, if I recall. The title itself. Yeah, because I remember this kind of like idea of this, but yeah, because I don't know who I watched the Crooked Man RPG Maker game from. I think it was Markiplier, or it might have been somebody. I forget. It's such an old game, and it's very obscure now. I feel like it's really hard to remember this game based on that sort of title. But it's an outstanding title, honestly. That's different from other games like Ib or I think it was The Witch's House. I don't remember which title there are. There's like Aoni is another one. There's like popular title. I played Ib and Aoni already, but otherwise there's like a lot of other ones that are pretty good, I think. Anyways, a crooked father and a crooked mother and 3 crooked children. They all got on a crooked horse and rode a crooked path. They rode day and night, and without anyone falling off, they continued to ride the crooked path. They arrived at the gates of hell. What? Oh, Nick was happy to see them. He welcomed them inside, but sadly, they were too loud, so Nick threw them out. That sounds about right. So where did the crazy family end up? Hell. That's the answer. Nice work. Yeah, I'm awesome. Anyways, now for the final problem. Here's the text. Some brothers picked up a corpse and buried it in a stone grave. Who killed and ate the kid? Some brothers picked up a corpse and buried it in a stone grave. There should be a similar poem somewhere. Come on, hurry up. You keep looking too. I am. Brothers in stone grave. Brothers in stone grave. Picked up a corpse. Is that it? What? I'm not 100% sure. Show me. Okay, here it goes. The poem says, my mother, she killed me. What? My father, he ate. My brothers gathered my bones from under the table and buried me beneath a large, coated gravestone. That must be it. Okay, now we're getting to the hang of it. So who killed and ate the kid? That kid. Father and mother. So the parents. Yeah, right. That's right. Awesome. Wow, we got all 4. Let's try lining the answers up. The blind man, needle and thread, hell, parents. I have no idea what that means. Me neither. Wait. A blind man, needle and thread. Hell. Mother and parents. I'm assuming that this is gonna be causing the bat to tell a story about all 4 things related to each other somehow. Yeah, I feel like that might be the case, because it's like, it feels like somebody is, or the bat has like a problem with his parents, and some blind guy went in it and kind of like connected the thread between him and his parents, but in the end, it took them through hell to kind of like put them together, I guess. Maybe. It could be that. It sounds kind of reasonable in a way like that. I mean, if this really means something... What is he trying to say? The bat. Is it really worth chasing after him? I don't know, but I feel like it is. A gut feeling. Something like that. But after all this work, what if it's just some creepy loser messing around? Don't even dare say that. I mean, these answers, they don't seem to mean anything. I know, but there must be something. There's meaning in everything. And there's meaning in there somewhere. Do you really think so? Yeah. You think it has something to do with Kamui? I would love to believe so, yeah. Why? I just think so. You think so? Look, the way you say that, can you not do that? Alright, I mean, I guess she's starting to semi-patronize him for trying to chase after something that may not be meaningful. But then again, we try, you know? Maybe I'm letting the bat get to me too much. Like Erica says, maybe he's just some crazy slapstick with no relation to Kamui. But for some reason, he took the trouble to hack the chat room and follow me on the net. The bat gets to me because I'm scared. Even now, I'm still somehow scared of Kamui. In the same way, I can somehow feel a kind of terror in this guy too. Erica doesn't get that, because she didn't talk to the bat. Either way, I got my keywords. Now I just have to wait for the door to unlock. Alright, time to sign all those stuff. Tokio Morishima, junk at Kipple. This is all of them. Subject line. The answer to number 1 is a blind man. Number 2 is needle and thread. 3 is hell. And 4 is both parents. I got them all, right? Now tell me who you are and what you want, as promised. Oh, okay. I didn't really need to go to inbox anyways. Alrighty. Tokio's room. Now we just sit and wait till tomorrow, I'm guessing. I just like how they always have the sound effect for him to, like, starting to pick up a new cigarette to smoke. It's just interesting. It's like, okay, that's as simple as it gets, but it's really good. The construction is finished. There's nothing else. Is the construction some sort of, like, metaphor or something? I feel like sometimes when those kind of things happen, they try to make it, like, a meaning to... But even though it might not be a meaning, like, the Suda or whoever was writing the story was like, yeah, let's have construction because it's just much more interesting for the whole scenery, because the scenery is always repetitive in a sense. And having some kind of thing going on can shift the flow of how it usually is. Shut the hell up. Be quiet. Huh? The politician's outside. I can't hear. The microphone. A dream? Seriously? I don't know what he's saying, but okay. I don't understand it. A nightmare. Alrighty. Oh, he's just auto-walking for me. I didn't even do anything there. Huh? The construction had finished, but I woke up too early. This is frustrating. The hell are you smiling at? Oh, he just automatically wants to talk to Red first thing in the morning. Huh? You sleeping again? Okay. Makes sense. There's no interactables here. I just want to make sure. It's interesting too because there's a bat picture right there, and I always keep seeing that, and I'm thinking like, why are we? It's so. Would it be? Would the word be ironic that we're just chasing after a character that's literally a picture frame right there, kind of? Oh crap! Snaps. Maybe I'll crank call Shige. That's a weird line I've never heard of before. That's the first. Nice weather. Nice freaking weather, man. Okay. Alright, let's go and check up the computer. See if we have our answers from the bats. Holy hell, that's a lot of email. Lots and lots of emails. Subject parade. Hey, you got it. That's perfect. Congratulations. Okay, as promised, I'll tell you a fairy tale. A princess and 3 boys, only their memories. It is freaking literally Sumia doing this crap. I like how they have the katakana with the, I think the katakana between the stars. I don't have, the mouse cursor, it's not on the screen, but for you guys. But there's like the star something, 3 slashes, stars. The thing that kind of tells you, breaks apart from the email from the, to show you the story. The star and then that character next to it is, I think, is a meh? Meh or me? I can't remember. It's a katakana, I think. It's interesting to see that. But it looks like a shooting star icon instead. Like a star with like 3 waves to just point out that it's flying around. Princess and 3 boys, only their memories. The clouds are dirty black and the village died out. Then a nightmare-eating chimera disappears along with the wind. And I'm guessing that chimera is Yukimura. The person who Sumia was planning on killing, and then, or trying to force to kill, or manipulate to kill, and then destroying the sound alongside that. And I think it's about a few more days before we actually see the end of this one, I feel like, because it's like maybe 1 or 2 more days, because it wasn't long before, yeah, it's probably not long before this particular day that we would probably have Sumio get captured and stuff like that. We'll see. I've been thinking and I thought of something I want to tell you directly, so call my cell phone as soon as you read this. Okay, so Erika's telling us to talk to her personally on the phone. S. Inohana, subject report now. You find anything about the bat, don't forget that you're supposed to report back to me right away. Okay, so we got a lot of people talking to us here at this ending here, or near this ending here. Again? Freaking assholes. Inohana's the first thing for sure. S. Inohana, report now. Still investigating, can report soon, give me a bit of more time. Fairness. Frickin' Christ. Frickin' Erika. You're the one who said not to call you anymore. But I need to see the computer because the other emails were in there and I didn't get to see them. Daily Mail. Okay, yeah, we're not in the next week yet, so there's no weekly mail just yet. So, Daily Mail magazine, today's word. Pick up your axe and jump into the abyss. Just as an axe is useless underwater, outside of the appropriate situation, even useful tools can be a burden. Alright. Not sure if that's a message to us directly, but sure. Alright, so we need to call up Erika. The telephone is the one thing we want to do. Calling Erika's cell phone. It's been a while. Mush mush. Mush mush. Sorry, I got too much Yakuza in my brain with the telephone game that they had in Yakuza 0. Is like the I like how Kiryu always like Ikuzo! Mush mush. It's like it just this close up of him shaking his head like sideways and then saying mush mush. This is hilarious. Hello? It's me. I saw your email. Oh, thanks. So, what's it about? I just thought of this, but... Ah, hold on. Let me find someplace to talk. Okay. Hello? I can hear you. I thought of something. For those quizzes. Maybe the whole poems themselves have more meaning than just the answers. The whole poems? Basically, the poems themselves are what contain some sort of message. But don't you think that the god is just some weirdo who's into riddles? Well, yeah. But I decided to trust your gut feeling. Wow, I'm really moved to tears. By the way, I've got something to report myself. Did the bat say something? I got another email. I sent an answer and I got a new one. It's about the fairy tale he mentioned before. I'd like to read it. If you can make it out this afternoon, I'll be in the park. Okay, see you then. That park is turning into my special meeting place with Erica. I mean, at the same time, going to that park, especially with the playground area, because they didn't go to the park where like it's a bench or anything. They're going to an actual like playground area. Kind of represents that idea that, in a weird way, they kind of look like parents in a weird way, because it makes me feel like they're like these kind of parental kind of feeling mood with these two characters when it comes to this parking within this playground in particular, because even if it's a special meeting, it feels like it's just another sort of like symbolism of some sort of the two, like kind of like the feature that they could have held. But of course they don't have any kids together, obviously, but it kind of feels that way, that their trust is still kind of connected and linked, but they just don't have any motive, or they don't have any interest in pursuing that sort of future together sort of thing. Because I mean, Tokio had hinted us a lot of the times that he wanted to be with Erica, but he had to move on from his workplace, which was with Erica in that area. So anyways, I met with Erica at the park, same as yesterday. I showed her a new mail from the back, and we thought about what it might mean. It may mean nothing, but Erica was deep in thought. This bothers me even more than the last riddles. Really? To me, it just seems like some pretentious-ass bullcrap text meant to sound meaningful. A princess and 3 boys, only their memories. A princess and 3 boys. The date on this is weird. The date? Look, it says August 2nd, 1979. The time doesn't make any sense either. Oh yeah, 1979, that's 20 years ago. 20 years ago. There's something there, but... What the hell? Some incident? An incident from 20 years ago. Yeah, maybe. So I guess there's a meaning to it. This fairy tale. The clouds are dirty black. Dirty. What happened? The village died out. What does it even mean? Try to remember something, Erica. Hold on. I think I've... Really? Just shut up for a second. Okay. Fine. I'll be quiet, princess. I'm gonna have a smoke. Pollution. What? Oh, I love how she's just like, pollution. You know what's funny? This artwork makes her look like Anne Hathaway. Like the actress Anne Hathaway. Pollution. Yeah, that's it. The village disappeared. What are you even talking about? 20 years ago, there was a village called Mikumo. Yeah, so it is going into Sumio's problems. Immediately, she's already solving the problem, or solving the issue of what it is related to. It got all messed up from pollution. The village disappeared. Oh wait, so did it really actually just get destroyed from pollution? Because I know Sumio blew it up rather than just leaving it to die with pollution. But it was caused by Yukimoto's group, so of course, obviously the pollution kicked in and destroyed the village most of the time. And then, a girl was killed too. That's it. It has to be. That's gotta be it, Erica. This fairy tale is about that village. Yeah, it has to be. Nice work. I knew you had it in you. Yeah. Huh? Oh, sorry. Before... What? We used to work together like this a lot. Yeah? Back in the day. Never mind. We don't have time to reminisce. We have to check out Mikumo. Let's split the work. I'm going back to the office. Okay. Contact me if anything comes up. Alright, so I'm guessing Tokio's gonna go off to... No, he's not going to... I feel like he would probably go to Mikumo and then see the results of what happened because of Sumio. But, yeah, I'm thinking the following day is when Mikumo... Or around this time of the, this hour, or this area... Yeah, this particular time should be when the explosion happens, I believe. But now it really confirms the fact that Sumio is the one who is the bat, technically. And I'm assuming that the bat will be no longer a thing because he got arrested during that time anyways. But anyways, I looked into Mikumo. Mikumo 77. Over 20 years ago, it used to be a village. Eventually, Mikumo village was developed as an industrial area. Then it became a town. And then pollution became a problem. Then the factories were shut down indefinitely. And now, that area is managed by the government and is completely off limits. It basically became a trampled on, cursed area. News about that girl getting murdered still remains in old newspaper articles. This is another effed up story. But why is the bat talking about this stuff? What does he have to do with Mikumo? And what does Mikumo have to do with Kamui? Yeah, that's an interesting thought process that Tokio has bumped into, is like, how is this related to Kamui in any way? But at the same time, yeah, the girl dying was because the daughter was, the girl is the daughter of the Yukimoto group. Just a kind of a recap for some of you guys who are probably just watching this video, particularly the whole, in opposed to watching the whole series. But like, or maybe just kind of reiterating what I know so far. But yeah, the girl is the daughter of the company who was organizing in the town, the factory. And yeah, the factory had a lot of issues, and people were getting kind of like... The Yukimoto was like hiding a lot of things and trying to suppress a lot of things. But slowly it came to fruition that the town didn't want them there anymore, or didn't want the factory anymore. And so the factory got shut down for sure. But that also still continually like made problems for the area anyways, so... No money, no work, and technically no place to actually live safely in that area, so... Yeah, I know, I'm coming. Sure, I don't think there's anything else I can do anyways. I think Erica's gonna tell us about the town being destroyed. Hello? It's me! You got something? I found an old man from Mikumo 77. An old man? Didn't everyone from Mikumo die off? Yeah, oh really? So everyone did die off. Okay. That makes things a little bit more interesting. I didn't realize that everybody in Mikumo was dead. Alright. This guy survived. I found one of the few survivors. I'll make an appointment with him. I'll go see him tomorrow. Hold up. You should go see him without making an appointment. Why? Because I doubt it's gonna be a happy, fun story. You're right. He's old, so you'd better go see him before he keels over and dies. What a dick. Well, I mean, it's the truth. He might want to just commit suicide if he hears the story again. Or has to think about it again. Alright, anyways, this is it for now in this episode. I believe the next episode should be the last of Suki, part 1. Sadly, it's a part 1 rather than anything else. But it's kind of strange, though, that it's a part 1. Am I supposed to expect that there's a part 2 somewhere in time? Because I don't see it on... Yeah, I don't see it on the list of saying Suki part 2 or anything. But it's kind of weird to me a little bit. But yes, thank you guys for watching. See you guys in the next episode. Next episode, we'll see what happens to Tokio. We don't know who this old man is. We'll probably meet this old man in the next episode for sure. But at the same time, we'll probably be able to hopefully close out the next episode with the end of Suki part 1, hopefully. But if not, that's totally fine. Because I kind of don't know what to expect. Because we know that we are now knowing the bat, his background. We kind of think we know, I personally think we know the identity of the bat, but we're not entirely 100% certain. I'm a little bit doubting, 25% for sure doubt, but 75% certain that the bat is Samio, and that we're just being wrapped up in his game, his little scheme that he's wrapping up around everybody else's. But I don't know, yeah, again, what does this have to do with Kamui? That's the big question after that, so we'll see. Otherwise, that's it for this episode, and so, Roz, out.